very good afternoon to you. Welcome to Lunchtime News. We are coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst studio here in Colombo. Let's start off with a look at your headlines.
Appropriation Bill for 2017 presented in Parliament. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe holds talks with the members of the EU Green Party. Protest launched by the aviation staff of Mihin, Lanka. Third and final debate for the US elections comes to a close.
On to your lead story now. The appropriation bill for the year 2017 was presented in Parliament today. According to a parliamentary correspondent, the bill was presented before Parliament by Minister of Finance Ravi Karnanayake. The total expected expenditure that was noted in the appropriation bill stood at 1,819.5 billion rupees. In comparison, the total expected expenditure of the 2016 appropriation bill stood at 1,941.4 billion rupees. Meanwhile, Parliament only convened for 7 minutes today due to ongoing repairs of the communication system within Parliament. Our correspondent notes that over 90% of the new system has already been put in place. He also notes that a new voting system with a digital display to show the results of voting is being installed within the parliamentary chambers. During today's session, the Speaker also informed the members of Parliament that a further 3 cases have been filed against the VAT amendment. Well, still in local news, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, who is on an official tour to Brussels, met with members of the Greens European Free Alliance in the European Parliament. We have more details coming up later on. Meanwhile, Dilrukshi Dayas Wickremesinghe, who tendered her resignation as the Director General of the Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption, reassumed her duties as an additional Solicitor General. Dilrukshi Dayas Wickremesinghe tendered her letter of resignation as the Director General of the Bribery Commission to the President on Monday. The President accepted her letter of resignation yesterday. Meanwhile, leader of the Democratic Left Front, MP Vasudeva Nanayakkara, has urged estate administrators to take measures to pay salary arrears of estate workers. He made this statement at a media briefing held yesterday.
I do not think this matter could be resolved through a judicial process. My party and I think that the government must bring some sort of law. The government has in fact said these salary arrears must be settled. Then they said that the allocated 2,500 rupees must be paid, and when it wasn't, a law was introduced that this 2,500 rupees must be paid in addition to the salary arrears. Now, if this was said, it should automatically materialize. A law must be introduced for these salary arrears to be paid. No one is asking for it to be paid all at once, but it should at least be done a little by little. This matter will be raised in Parliament and we will demand for a law to be brought forward.
Students of the Samodagama Primary School in Hambantota obtained their education at the school for over 30 years without a drop of clean drinking water. The first step to provide these students with this facility was taken through the government the 100-day initiative. For over 3 decades, students of the Samodagama Primary School in Hambantota have had to face many hardships due to the absence of clean drinking water at the school. This drove the government the 100-day initiative to take the forefront in providing these children with the basic requirement of water. The project to provide water to this school commenced today, bringing a tear of joy among the locals of the village. Within a span of a week, the students of the Samodagama Primary School in Hambantota will receive access to clean drinking water for the first time in 30 years. Meanwhile, the sanitary issues also faced by the students was brought to an end as repairs on the facility commenced today. Members of Newsfirst, including Director of News Roshan Watawala, were present for the occasion. The project is being sponsored by retired teacher in biological science Chandraja Wardana, who is a resident of Hapuga. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, who is on an official tour to Brussels, met with members of the Greens European Free Alliance in the European Parliament. The Prime Minister held discussions with the Socialist and Democratic parties of the European Parliament. Focus was also drawn towards the growth of tourism through environmental protection. A statement issued by the Prime Minister's office stated that the Premier had also held talks with the President of the European People's Party, Joseph Paul, with regard to GSP Plus concessions. The statement further noted that representatives of the European Parliament have expressed willingness to assist Sri Lanka in the future. Well, still in local news, United Nations Special Rapporteur on Minority Issues Rita Isaac Nidai met and held discussions with Minister Manu Ganesan yesterday.
The meeting, which was held at the Ministry of National Coexistence, Dialogue and Official Languages, was attended by leaders of the Tamil Progressive Alliance.
Sulu Jati Atiata Indian Sambayat.
We discussed the issues faced by the upcountry community, who are a minority with Indian origin. One of the key issues we face is the electoral system. We as a country are preparing to change the existing system for the formulation of a new one, but it is the people in the north and east who face a massive challenge in that system. We hope that a few seats will be allocated for our people through this system. We also discussed on the devolution of power. This cannot be limited to the north and east only. However, we are not asking for a mechanism to devolve power to the issues of the north and east. We are asking for a separate mechanism. We are people who live together harmoniously with the Sinhalese people, but we must have the true meaning of it.
The issue of the upcountry has now come to the national fora. Before it was just the issue of the Noor Ali upcountry. We are using this opportunity to take this matter to the international platform as well now. She did not come to our country secretively, did she? She is here upon an invitation extended to her by the country. She is here to identify what this issue is, not to cause betrayal to the country. All what we are trying to do is to resolve the issues in the country.
The Institute of Town Planners Sri Lanka presents the Young Planners Forum Video Documentary Competition 2016, Envisioning a Better Tomorrow, on the 8th of November. Electronic media sponsor, Newsfirst.
You're watching Lunchtime News. Still in local news, a program to hand over land deeds and housing loans to low-income families in the Mathura district took place yesterday under the auspices of UNP parliamentarian Buthika Pathirana at Mathura district secretariat.
During the program, land deeds and housing loans were presented to 75 individuals. We have gone beyond simply changing the members of parliament. The government has initiated many schemes. This is an example of a short-term aid scheme. We also have mid-term and long-term plans which aims to create a fundamental change in the country.
The carcass of a whale was found washed ashore on the coast of Randomba, Ambalangoda this morning. Our correspondent said that the carcass was seen floating in deep sea around a kilometre off the coast of Balapitiya. The carcass has been measured around 55 feet in length. According to our correspondent, several injuries on the carcass could be seen. Veterinarians of the Hikkado Wildlife Office are scheduled to arrive at the location to conduct examinations. Employees of Mihin Lanka Airlines staged a demonstration at its head office in Colombo yesterday, but a tense situation transpired.
The employees staged their demonstration by surrounding the offices of the Human Resource Manager, Chief Financial Officer and the Head of Administration at the Mihin Lanka head office. The The protesters charge that their jobs have not yet been secured and that they have not yet received any compensation despite the decision taken to absorb Mihin Lanka with Sri Lankan Airlines on the 30th of October.
After the 29th of October, flights will not operate under Mihin Lanka. The final operation will be done on the 29th, and no one knows what will happen after that. There are 300 employees in Mihin Lanka. It is not that big of a group, but even though we incurred losses at most occasions, we always earn some sort of profit. But now our company has been shut down, and without telling us if Sri Lankan Airlines will merge or absorb us as well, or whether we have been terminated. They have given just around 10% of the 300 of us jobs. And now the rest of us are in a situation where we might not have jobs. All we ask them to do is listen to our grievances. This is a measure to show that Sri Lankan Airlines is more profitable than the rest. But they have failed to think about the fate of the 300 who have been left out.
We are people who are in debt at the end of the month. You won't find anyone who lead lives like ours. They do not realize our struggle. All we ask is to listen to our requests.
And with that, we wrap up lunchtime news for today. Remember, to stay ahead, you need to stay close to News First. For that, you simply need to log on to our website, www.Newsfirst.lk. Thanks for watching. Your latest news update will come your way at 1:55. Good day.